Hey, but you know what's crazy? This nigga Travis Scott got a Cactus Jack rug on here for $250. The McDonald's shit.
Wow.
That crazy shit. What? That's crazy as fuck. 45 for the beanie? I don't want to sound frugal, but god damn. 55 for 3 pairs of socks. You tripping.
Yeah, that's wild.
You sounding black though. You sounding black.
$30 for a lunch
if I'm buying
tray.
them,
You sounding
I'm wearing
black.
shorts every fucking day. I'm buying them. If I'm getting 3 pairs of socks for $55, I'm wearing shorts every fucking day.
And you repping McDonald's too. Don't forget
What's
the
the point of
margins
buying
on
socks
there.
that expensive and have them shit covered? You said what?
Right? Oh, them arches is all on there. They got the McDonald's arches all on them shit.
No.
That's wild, man. That's just so wild to me. The flip will probably be crazy like a fucking year.
And then they got that big ass name next to it. That's the worst part.
That's why I don't like. Yeah. They do have like those McDonald's All American jerseys. They got some that probably be worth bread later.
Wouldn't it make sense to just make your own like socks? Like why you need McDonald's next to your
You got money.
They probably did cut the check, but I don't know.
They probably cut him a check. Probably that simple.
Yeah, and watch his logo on the bottom of the socks. The sock you get, like the foot, the bottom of your foot is where his logo is. But McDonald's got the fucking shit at the top of the damn tube sock.
Yeah, that's kind of disrespectful for real. They kind of carried they carried that nigga for real.
They did.
Like doing that shit. They kind of carried him. They did.
Yeah, dog. They did. Then you got like
they paid whatever they paid him. They probably made 50 times that shit. And niggas his logo on the bottom of the sock.
Yep.
Price though. It's a price.
What was that quote?
Everybody get that price.
Just to use his name. But that's a sign that just shows that you can do it yourself, man.
Price.
These niggas see more value than you see in yourself.
Yep. You preaching. But no, what is that quote that like if who says that? It's like a track I've been listening to or something. If an NFL owner is willing to pay these players $15 million a year, he knows they're worth 10 times more. Where'd that come from?
Master P be saying that shit. Remember, it was some saying he was like he got offered $1 million or some shit, and he thought in his mind he was like, if they offer me $1 million, I mean, you know what I'm saying, I'm worth way more than that. So he turned it down and ended up making money.
Right, that might have been it then. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it was Master P. Or at least he one of them. He probably not the only one that said something like that, but he definitely one of them.
Nah, he took action with his shit. I know that. Like he ain't just talk. That's why I like Master P. He like put a lot of action in his shit, behind his shit too.
Yeah, I fuck with Master P.
Yeah,
I fuck with his whole
everything
story. You know what I'm saying? The whole just coming from nothing and all this shit. Like that nigga really came from like literally the bottom.
He had one of the best runs too. Like,
but
That's Money was a movement.
If you just a smart nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's just like if these niggas, if you're making good money, if quote unquote society anyway deems what you're making is good money, you know what I'm saying? Doing whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? If that person can pay you this much, how much is that motherfucker making? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. At the end of the day. I've always thought about that.
Yeah, if it's like hip hop, sports, like that type of cross from maybe movie shit, that type of advertising promotion shit.
And it's not even that. It's not even that, baby. It's not even that. It's not even that, man. It's just like if anybody, it don't matter what genre, whatever you're doing, dog. If somebody can cut you a fat ass check, what you think is a fat ass check anyway, it's like, what are they making? What are they making off your ass? What are they making?
You're right. But we living in the times where it's like, you know what I mean? Show me your money. You can cut the check and all that shit. Niggas don't care because they can recreate, reinvent themselves, all that. It's almost like just selling a piece of your collection, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with that. If you're, we're living in that time, so niggas need to fucking run their fucking checks up. Niggas
no, I agree. Yo,
and do what you want to do. Ultimately, passion or whatever. Just do your shit. Get your money. And get the fuck out and do what you want to do with the shit.
Dog, if I was in that lane, I'd be asking for the craziest shit. Like craziest numbers, incentives with my shit. I want stocks in this shit, all types of stuff, man. It would be like no limit. Cause it's like for real, if they really want you, they're not gonna tell you no. They're not gonna tell you no.
No.
That's how they're not. They just not. That's athletes, actors, all that shit. If they really want you, they're not telling you no. They give you what you ask.
Yeah. Jay gave him the blueprint.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's real shit.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jigga, Dame Dash, all them niggas, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that saying, you get what you negotiate.
Exactly.
Yeah, perfect. Exactly. Yep.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. You got to be a negotiator.
But you gotta know your worth, though.
Yeah, you gotta know your worth, and you gotta know your worth. You gotta know what you want, even before you walk in those doors.
Mm-hmm.
For real, it's like when you walk into the dealership and you try to get a car and shit. It's like that same thing. You gotta kind of already come in there with, you know what I'm saying, knowing what you want. You just can't walk in there and let these niggas try to tell you what, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like the same kind of mentality.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I went in that joint, got me my motherfucking 5.0, got my 5.0, my M5 and shit. You gotta walk in that joint with a check or some shit and talk to these niggas. It's not gonna be this price. It's not gonna be this price because I have this check right here. It's gonna be what I say it is. If you want to sell this car, yeah. If not, get the fuck out of here. I'll go down to Audi.
Marcus, what you was gonna say? You had a story about in pressure situations.
Oh yeah. It was because he was talking about how like you had, like you can calm people down, or you got like you can be mellow and have like a calm demeanor in certain situations. I remember when at Bowie one time. Remember we was having a session in Brian's room, and when Brian was living in the same room, that the first room y'all was in Bowie place, and somebody brought some young nigga in that joint. I don't know who he was, but he walked in the room and joined the session. And remember, he fainted. Like he randomly, like he walked in the room like all confident. He walked in the room all confident, like he knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But I could just tell, I was like, oh, this nigga young. He probably don't even smoke. But he walked in the room like, oh, okay, yeah, pass that shit.
Too much weed
smoke. He ended up fainting. Everybody was like, oh shit. It felt like it was like, yeah, you all right. And like he like patted him on like the shoulder and shit. Like came up like that. It was like that. Dusted him off and shit.
I know exactly what exactly you talk about. Yep, Sharad.
Remember that, Alex?
Yep.
You was in that session too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nigga, straight up.
That would have been the time that I freaked the fuck out. That would have been the
time I've ever seen a nigga just straight up faint off the blunt. Like I ain't never seen a nigga just faint. Like just.
I think he had to be drinking before that too.
I never seen it happen since.
Me neither. That's the only time I've ever seen that happen too. You know what else I've ever seen happen? Remember Brian, the other roommate we had, like later in Bowie? He smoked in my room one time and threw up. With me and Matt. Yeah, Bryant. Yeah. Mr. Bowie and shit. This nigga threw up all over my shit. Yeah.
The DJ nigga?
Nah, he like what'd he do? He was like a Mr. Bowie guy.
Children.
Mm-hmm. He was out at 2K. He was though. I'll give him that. I think he could play some 2K.
It'd be funny the random shit you remember about somebody.
Nah, he could play 2K, man. I know, isn't that crazy? He was straight with 2K.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Bowie, man. Those were the best nights.
Yeah, we had good times out there, joint.
All the time.
Good time.
Yeah.
Good time. I'm gonna tell nobody to pass up them college moments, man. Good time.
Yeah, that's why I tell everybody. I'm like, yo, if you're going for the experience, definitely do that. But if it's like if you have the option or opportunity to invest in yourself and not go to, you know what I mean, not pile them loans and shit like that, I definitely take that route too. But that experience though,
Yeah,
like
you're
bar
gonna miss
none,
that.
dog. Yeah, bar
You're gonna
none.
miss it. That's something to miss out on. You cannot miss that.
No, it is. It really, even if you do like a couple years or something like that, you gotta get that college experience, dog. It's just like
Just a little dumb shit, man. Just a little dumb shit. You
it's
cannot
just
miss out on.
it's just growth too, because it's like, yo, for real,
Yeah.
you make a decision like, am I gonna be broke the rest of my shit, or am I really gonna, like, you really shape your shit up too. Like nobody taking care of you but you and whoever you with. You know what I'm saying? You got a good circle or something, you good. But I don't know. I feel like you grow up in that shit, man.
Hey, remember that one semester we survived for like pancakes and hot dogs?
Bro, oh my God, yeah. Seriously, that was probably like the whole semester too. Wow, yeah. Ooh, it was rough.
Pancakes and hot dogs.
Ramen noodles and shit here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh. But that's probably when you learn how to cook and shit though too.
Hot dogs, pancakes, and whatever, like
Side.
just whatever like party we can finesse in between. We're like,
Hey, I know Randall remember this. This is definitely where you learn to cook at. I know Randall remember this. It was one night y'all was in the room in the villa and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, what we about to eat? And I was like, all right, bet, let's just make some spaghetti because we had the meat sauce, pause, but then we had the noodles. And I was like, all right, let's make some spaghetti. And then that nigga Randall was like, you don't have any fucking ground beef now. I really thought we about to.
Hey, but the thing about college I like and shit is that it's like kind of like, so you go from high school, you pretty much don't know shit for the most part. And you go to college and it's just like you kind of get beat up a little bit, but like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you pretty much learn how to fend for yourself, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like after you go through all that shit, it's like you become an adult, but it's like you can look back and see like where your mindset was at that age, and then it's like the certain things you used to create in your life, and it's like you can that kind of helps you grow, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you pretty much go from knowing nothing, then you go through all this new experience, you know what I'm saying? And then you get older and you look back and be like, okay, this is why that, you know what I'm saying? It's like a training ground, damn it, you know what I'm saying? Like especially when you just go you around all these new,
Put your toe in that
all
water.
these new everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like you just, and it's fast, you know what I'm saying? You literally go from the same people you didn't know in your whole life, and then it's like boom, all different strangers, different all kinds of shit, you know what I'm saying?
And not only do you learn, I mean, you also learn about yourself too. So like going from high school, you think like you one of the big dogs on high school campus per se, and then you go off and then you by yourself basically, you know what I'm saying? Like you by yourself, you meet all new people and you meet lifelong friends and everything like that. But at the same time, you have to decide that for yourself. Like going into high school, you know what I'm saying? You set your repertoire from like people you went to middle school with, elementary school, and different grade levels with. So like actually get to college and you finally actually get new friends, create new circles, create new everything, like, and then learn about like how you can fend for yourself, how you can create for yourself, how you can find fucking jobs for yourself, how you can fucking cook for yourself, and like actually learn about yourself. Man, that experience is something serious, yo. That Jones.
It is.
Like even as you learn about yourself, like, you know what I'm saying, like people always talk about like the transition of like not necessarily having your parents over your shoulder checking for your homework, but it's also like having the ability to know when you're supposed to go to class and to be able to navigate like a drunken night one night and then literally have to go back to class the next day the same way you're supposed to do.
Stage 4 hangover.
Yep.
Get your shit together. Get your shit together.
And the funny thing is that, you know, when you first come to college, that's where the most faces you see, and then it's like as the years go on, you see less and less those faces. You know what I'm saying? There's some niggas that couldn't even make it through their first semester. You know what I'm saying? Not even the first school year. We just talking about the first semester. Some niggas freshman year, we ain't see him again after Christmas break. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just kind of crazy how that shit is. Like, I mean, you know, it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But
I would agree. I mean, we had so many times at Boys State, so many times.
Good time.
So many good times. There's so much shit to remember, dog. There's so much shit to remember.
Yeah, I forget a lot. My shit be spotty because it's like you ever meet somebody like outside your circle, you talk to them, be like, "Oh, remember that time you did?" I'll be like, "Huh? I was no."
I was like that. I was fucked up like that, huh?
I came to one of y'all parties. You handed me a bottle of goose. You told me that shit. I was like, what? Yeah, they talked to him. He made grits and all that shit. It was probably right. No, he really was. First time drinking. I was like, yeah, that sounds like me. I probably did like fuck you up or some shit. You probably like the man.
And you experienced a lot of your times too. Like first time drinking, first time fucking
not even first time drinking, but just getting fucking crazy. Just fucking crazy.
For me, it was my first time drinking, but I was even talking about like my old roommates, both of them actually. But my old roommate, remember the first time we got him drunk off the was drinking the Fanta before like a step show or some shit, and he turned around and went crazy ever since.
He actually did. Oh man, he did.
Which roommate?
The Villa roommate.
Okay. I don't want to draw no names.
Yeah, the kicker.
Yeah, my dog. He's a good guy. Good man. Yeah, he was cool as shit, man. Cause we used to be fucking dog. We was all up in your motherfucking joint. Cause you was the nigga with the motherfucking microwave, nigga. We had to warm some shit up. We coming in that joint. Both y'all niggas used to be asleep. And everybody else was coming in that joint.
I used to hate for it because you know we used to leave the door open. Niggas used to come in and take like all the juices out of my fridge. I used to hate for that shit. I'm like, who drank the pineapple shit?
Give me that.
God damn! Like, you just come rough that shit, and walk right out. I'll be like half asleep, like just seeing you bob in there.
Pull up, dog.
Almost fought my freshman year. Roommate, and almost fought my roommate, and almost fought the person that came in and took my my Huggies. Because I used to have Huggies. I used to have
the Huggies though.
A 36 pack of Huggies. Like I used to buy Huggies like work. So I came home and I had just worked my part-time job, but I came home, I came back to the room, and like literally like half of my Huggies were gone. And I was like, oh, what the fuck happened to my Huggies? And he was like, came in and took some. I was like, why the fuck did you let somebody come into our room and take my Huggies and take my shit? He was like, oh, I didn't know. He was playing a video game and then he took some as he walked out. It's like, bruh. Like,
nigga, who was your roommate?
You can black out the just
all right.
Yeah.
He ain't snitching.
Yeah, that's it. I ain't had that shit in Holmes Hall, and I ain't had that shit in the what do you call it? Haley Hall. Me and Randall was roommates in that shit. We wanted that shit not going down in that joint.
Yeah, nah, there wasn't nobody touched that shit.
We were ruthless. We were the ruthless ones in there in the Haley Hall. We were the ruthless ones.
Everybody's shit. Y'all took everybody's
shit. We was ruthless ones. We was breaking it. I remember we were winning the fucking who was it? What's the nigga name? Garcia and fuck Jesse joint. I remember we broke in that joint. Just to take some pictures in that joint.
Yeah, I remember shit. And he was so bad about that. I remember, JL, he was bad as fucking into that shit.
He was like, damn, Jesse, you just let these niggas come up and our shit. Yeah, nigga.
This horse shit.
Fuck out of here. Where's how dog? Haley Hall was fun as shit. Play Hall is fun as shit. Oh my god. Y'all niggas over there. That joint though, Alex, nigga. We was coming over that joint. We need that microwave, nigga.
I'm still confused.
Microwave, nigga.
Yes, I had a microwave in my room, but there was also a fucking microwave in the hallway.
What the fuck? We need your microwave, nigga. We need your microwave. It's right here. It's right here.
Right next door to me.
Right here.
Marcus. I'll cap that shit 100 though. You be up like 3 in the morning. Let you use
that. This nigga Alex had all the shoes. This nigga Alex had all the
Marcus what?
Everywhere.
Last overtime, you talking about the young nigga from Southeast that got shot by the police. Did you read anything more about it?
Nah. What about happened?
You brought it up last time.
Yeah, I remember bringing it up, but I didn't look all the way into it. I just heard that he got shot. That was it.
I'm saying they like protesting in the city, like this past.
Oh, so it's actually starting to become like a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a national stage, but
that's what I'm saying. Is it like a national joint?
I don't think so.
The only reason I say yeah is because so DL Hughley picked it up and Sean King picked it up.
Oh shit, it's going.
Oh, down. Sean King picked it up, and you said DL Hughley.
That's like the two main niggas, huh? Exactly. I'm about to say those are the best.
Yeah, and that shit about to pick up some steam. Then hell yeah.
But I'm trying to.
Did something happen to DL Hughley? Like recently? A nigga like fainted on stage, something like that. Yeah, I was about to say he had a heart attack or something. There you go, fainted. Yeah, a stroke or something.
No,
that's crazy. Wow.
Now, did y'all see the video?
Yeah. I mean, wasn't a nigga wild? Okay, so why are people protesting?
I think the video of what?
I think people protest, and that's the thing. Like I know we have to protest.
It happens every day.
I know. I also feel like we need to know the facts first. Like protesting that night is premature until we see the video. Until you seen the video, because the very next day the video came out, and it was like, the very next day the video came out, and it was like, all right, I still don't understand why people are. I understand why people are protesting, because if you are comparing the two situations, whereas though you got an 18-year-old shot for carrying a gun. And then you got another 17-year-old that's not shot for carrying a gun. But you can't compare.
Why you compare the two?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why people are trying to compare the two, because it's two completely different situations.
Yeah, I hate. You don't think niggas is like just trained to have been programmed to just protest now? Like it's now like it's wired in niggas' heads that they do it without even thinking, not even looking at the facts to see what's going on. If it, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas say, black man shot by white man, I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? Niggas run out immediately. Yeah, like, you know, that's just what it seems like now.
Especially with this case. Like,
yeah, I want y'all to see the video, because it's like people like, and I want people are literally saying like, basically, how did the gun get away? They don't understand like why he was shot, and like it's so many different like.
Bro, the nigga had a gun. Like you had a gun. I was about
to say I gotta see that shit too, because that's what I mean. Like I hate when like shit like this happens, and I don't want to say they put themselves in like a bad predicament or like them situations at all. But I'm just like fueling the fire, if you will. Man, I hate that shit. That shit's like tough.
Yeah.
Then it's like it gives them a reason for that. Or I don't even want to say a reason. It just gives them like justification almost for that dumbass shit.
And it's tragic once again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Like there's no for a young man have his life taken. At the same time, like certain situations don't equal the same situations where like we witnessed
exactly
this whole summer. Like it don't fall under those lines. Like I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Especially you one of these niggas that's on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and you got your guns in the video and shit like that. Like, come on, bro. You make it even harder case. Like, how do you just jump up and like saying like that ain't right? Like off break, you only got the details.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And that goes back to your point too, when you talked about, I forgot when it was, but you was like, you know what I'm saying, I saw the video, but I don't want to let my emotions cloud.
Right.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna let it 24 hours sit. Like this situation, like literally that same night, and then like they had so many like fake. I mean, well, I don't want to say fake facts. They had so many different stories where it was like one story that said he was walking away and he had his hands up. The video,
like this. Yeah. It just, I don't know, like seeing that kind of like taints the other videos before it.
Yeah, it's like the Me Too movement and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and the reason why I say that is because, like, even a lot of these women started coming out at a certain point, but and a lot of these cases are getting dismissed. But it takes away from the real rape victims. You know what I'm saying? Because now it makes a lot of these women look like they're just trying to take advantage of the wave rather than really trying to seek justice. You know what I'm saying? So now, if a woman really does go through it, when you know what I'm saying, it takes away. It's gonna make her just look like she's lying now because so many women have come out, and a lot of these cases are getting dismissed and getting dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear more stories about dudes getting accused of rape than guys actually getting convicted of it. It's not as many, even in the mainstream. Even when you talk about celebrities, a lot of these niggas have been accused, but not many have been convicted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like but you hear these stories all the time. And remember, we don't hear all of them. I'm sure a lot of these stories go off in the NBA, like NFL, NBA. I'm sure these niggas get accused all the time of all kinds of shit, and them shits get dropped all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? But we don't hear about it.
Yo, LSU's a cover up. That's gonna be a documentary here soon.
So,
They said there's so many sexual allegations and shit that Baylor too.
And also like how we was talking about the god damn. I just lost my thought. But the Portland shit, or even the Minneapolis shit. How the 17-year-old dude like shot them people. They try pinning on like these people are like Black Lives Matter. Like he shot Black Lives Matter people, but do you see how these other people that he shot like are dressed? They like dressed in military like combat shit. Niggas show up there ready for the beef. Like at these, all these protests, people show up ready for the beef. So like
ready for the shits.
Yeah. No matter what side you on, people like ready. Like whatever happens. Like you bring that on.
Niggas is ready for the bullshit, just like you said.
Yeah. You talking about the
but what is the outcome that they fighting for? Like that's what I'm saying. Like what are they trying to assault?
Yeah.
What are they trying to?
That's the question. Don't nobody know what side they on anyway. So what is the outcome that they looking for?
That's like some like undisclosed like type shit they got going on. Like niggas like want to have like confrontations when they go there. Like there's no like
that's why you had that. What was he? 17 years old, and after the Jacob shit, whatever we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. Like the people that he was like arguing with are the same people as him. Like they come there for like interaction,
for the confrontation.
Yeah, on both sides.
I don't understand that though. I don't understand that how you can.
But who are the two sides though? But who are the two sides? Like that's what I'm saying. Like who are the? You know what I'm saying? Are these like actual organizations?
No, they got put there. I believe.
But who on which side? On both sides?
Yeah, absolutely both sides.
No, I'm saying no. No, I'm saying I'm like honestly trying to like. So you're saying like are there actually two different organizations going to battle?
No, it's like the same type people that are being put against each other. Like they just don't. They're either clueless or they know exactly what's going on. Like they're there to incite violence, or they're there to just have like just brainless type of raw interactions.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so are you talking about like the protesters?
Yeah, on the protest side.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter and whatever's the other one.
Who's the other side?
This is, I don't know.
The Trump supporters.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Like everybody,
Yeah, you don't know. Whoever.
you gotta be straight up.
That's what I'm saying. What's the?
And Antifa and all that shit.
All right, Antifa. So is this a battle between Antifa and Black Lives Matter? Like, are they on the same team?
They are though. Like,
but they're not. They're on the same.
Does this have?
Be why
on
the floor, bro?
But they're not. It's like, and I'm glad you brought that up. It's like they're on the same team, but they're not. But it's like you know all Aryan nations and White Lives Matter and KKK and all that shit. They all on the same squad. They're all on the same agenda or whatever the fuck. But when it comes to that other shit, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man.
They know
who they fighting in the name of who or for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're saying, all right, I'm about to go down here. I'm going to go to
but that's my thing about the whole.
I'm going to shoot somebody in the name of what? That's what I'm saying.
It's just beef. It's just beef. I don't think it's like they don't even have to be like too strong in like this corner. I just think they just want to be there to have beef. Like they need like some type of some confrontation.
They just want something to fight for.
Yeah, confrontation.
Yeah.
All that.
There's a lot of people that's like that, man. Where they feel like they got a lot of
people like that.
It's like they don't have a. It's like it gives them a sense of freedom. It's like if I don't have nobody to fight, then it's like, you know, they, like, you know what I'm saying? That, like they have to have an adversary. Yeah, they have to have something or somebody.
It is a lot of people like that. That's like that, but it's a lot more people like that on the racist type shit, or I'm gonna say on the. I'm saying it from a human. I will shoot a black person down regardless. I will shoot a black person down regardless. There's more people on that side that will shoot a black person down regardless.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just a psychological human thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's not about like who's better, who's worse. I'm barely talking about humans do this. All humans do this shit. That's what I'm talking about. Like there's people of all.
But how many times have you seen? How many times have you seen
young
a 17-year-old?
Some people just have a psychological thing where they feel like they got to battle or fight something.
Yeah, but how many times have you
seen those people?
A 17-year-old black dude go out there? Oh yeah, I gotta defend our black rights and shit, and shoot white folks down just.
I'm talking about the people that's there now. Like look at the players in this game. Like look past the headlines. Look at the actual people that got shot. Look at the people that did the shooting in that little protest area. Like they're all the same people. They're all the same people.
So they're all white, is what you're telling me?
No, they all have psychological issues. That's what it means.
No. They may have psychological issues, but they are white.
A lot of them are white. If you look at
unless this is some organized shit.
99.9% are white.
Go ahead.
When have you seen a black person out here? The last black person I seen that shot motherfuckers up was super cop. What was her name?
Dorner.
Yeah, Dorner.
Jeffrey. Whatever his fucking name was. In Cali. That was the last person I seen. And he was fucking military and all that shit.
I'm talking about the players now. The players now on both sides look like the same people. White people or, I don't know, just lost people in military gear at these protests, at these riots, looking for beef. If you look at all the mugshots, people that got arrested, they all the same people. They look like fucking cousins.
I would just
especially that last one when World War was shooting.
And I will just
So this is basically
the only thing I will say is that's not different is that it's always been like that. It's always been like that.
But the thing is, like they would put these teams on these people that's inciting these fucking violent acts. They got fucking Antifa, Black Lives Matter, Trump supporters. They got them all in this one little bubble, and it's the same people doing the fighting. And it makes it seem like they wear the shield of these people.
I mean, they definitely have an agenda.
None of these people black, and none of these people is black, right? These are black people.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Pull at your heartstrings, and you got to join this squad. Like I don't get it.
I was just gonna say, I think it's a lot of people that's opportunists. So I think we do have the opportunists that are white, and I think
That's exactly what it is.
because like even I mean like of course and I'm not trying to equate like the actual people that are like robbing and looting to the people that are actually going out and shooting and killing, but you have people that are opportunists that are going out and literally seeking like this opportunity time or this opportune time to, you know what I'm saying, like go ahead and murder Georgetown, the shopping districts, murder like the actual, I mean, not necessarily, I'm sorry, that's the wrong terminology, but actually loot and rob these different like stores and stuff from like the Georgetown perspective or these shopping districts. And those are like young, quote unquote, young black kids, the same way you got like these impressionable white people or whatever that are going out there and forming cliques and literally becoming a militia out there. Like, so I think it's opportunists, and I think we all look at different scales. Whereas though you got some opportunists where it's like I'm gonna go out there with the straps and I'm gonna go out there and let loose on anybody that's not my viewpoint. And then you got some opportunists where it's like, all right, well, fuck it. Well, this is an opportune time for me to go ahead and rack up my shoe closet, rack up my closet, rack up whatever bills I got. So I mean, I think we just got opportunists, and I don't know.
I would say that's why everything is divided out here, because they want you to be like that. Because
like take a step back and look at what's going on. Like this shit ain't like plain as day.
But yeah, Alex is right. Alex is right 100% as far as the opportunity shit, man. Because these people ain't really fight. This ain't got nothing to do with George Floyd. This ain't got nothing to do with.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why don't nobody know who to vote
like,
for.
But that's the thing. But that's the problem though, because the more see, and it's kind of alluding to what Randall was saying earlier. It's like the more and more we give energy to this, like it's like almost we as black people give them consent to do that shit. Because they kind of hijacked the black movement. Now you got white people fighting white people over some shit that ain't even got nothing to do with black people that got killed. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like the more you see Black Lives Matter on TV at the NBA games is giving consent to these white guys that say, oh, I'm fighting for, black people, da-da-da-da. But it ain't even got shit to do with black people. What they doing ain't got nothing to do with black people. You know what I'm saying? It gives consent. As long as there's a movement on mainstream television that's saying this is for you black people, it's actually giving them consent to continue to do this shit, because it's like a Trojan horse. You know what I'm saying? It's like they you know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like a what you call it, wolf in sheep's clothing. That's the best fucking way to describe what's going on right now. Straight up clothing, and niggas is going along with the shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
And you're right, and I feel like they are trying to like infiltrate something. We don't know what it is.
They already did. They
infiltrated. Like
it's already done.
Our movement. I feel you. I think
conflict.
something deeper though. I think it's like something after that though. You know what I mean? Like
no, you're right.
The surface. Like that's just the beginning. That's the foundation of whatever movement they're trying to make. They got to hijack that shit first, then operate. So I don't know.
To the advantage.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why don't nobody know. That's why don't nobody know who to vote for. Because everybody is an extremist now.
Yeah.
But nobody knows who to vote for. You're right though. That's a really good point, Corey. That's a really good point. And even the build on top of that, a lot of people don't know what to vote for because everybody can blatantly see is like some sort of fucking agenda being pushed. Like you can tell what you're getting from politicians authentic. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to vote for either side, it's like you can just tell like niggas is throwing you for a loop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
everybody's
like
a bleeding heart out here. Everybody's a bleeding heart.
Honestly, that's what brought in space. That's what brought in space to have a Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, there's something different. Like it's actually that's what it gave, but that's because the niggas before created that instability. It's like the people really don't trust the politicians. They just do it because
So don't be surprised if he gets voted in again.
You know what I'm saying? But the people don't really. I think if you actually ask the average person on either side if they actually really thought that the government had their best interests in mind, I don't think most people would. I think most people would say nah. No. But I have the power to vote. Let me at least, you know what I'm saying? Feel like I have. You know what I'm saying?
But they will give their vote up.
I don't think most.
You gotta vote for somebody.
They will.
You gotta vote for somebody. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
I don't think
they're gonna say the lesser two evils, but
Don't make
They
sense.
both
That's what
evil.
everybody says.
They
That's what
both
everybody
evil.
says.
When did that?
Exactly, but you gotta vote for somebody.
Recently,
Yeah.
that
Because
came to
your
that
ancestors
shit.
died for you to vote, so you gotta vote for whoever, even if they shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. I realized that shit when fucking Hillary was running for president. I was like, damn, I gotta
I
vote.
mean, ain't that kind of like the reason why, as far as the Constitution is like what they say is the Second Amendment, we have the right to bear arms because to protect yourself from the government. I think that was literally the original fucking reason why it was put there in the first place. You know, so it's like just let you know that it's like you can't eventually. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. You talking about like this shit was some shit that's been going on, like to not trusting the government or not trusting the quote unquote system. That shit's been going on in lifetimes before us. This ain't no new idea. Them niggas ain't trust the government back then either. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like the same shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Same shit, different toilet. Yeah. Same shit, different toilet.
Different toilet. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the exact reason why that's the Second Amendment. Right to bear arms for that exact fucking reason.
To protect yourself against tyranny.
Exactly, to protect yourself against tyranny. You pretty much put it all in the sentence.
But that's the thing. I'm talking about this, and white people die by that shit. Tyranny.
They live and die by that. Yeah, if you go down to the South, dog, they live and die by that shit.
But then they brains are clouded over, you know, pulling at the heartstrings. So how I see it better than them.
But no, it's not that. It's because you're black at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You're black at the end of the day.
My peers don't see it like that.
No, because we in a liberal state or whatever. We now walking around out here, marching around with AKs and no shit like that. You can do that shit down there. You can do that shit down there. You can't do that shit out here.
I think you got
unless you have a fucking permit. And you're not gonna get no permit because first off, you can't even have a goddamn handgun in DC. That's a law. So that shit's not rocking out this joint. That shit's not rocking out here. The laws are like that. Just
but you know what? It kind of it's all right. So it's funny that you say that because that actually just made me think about some. So as far as in the cities, right? So think about it. A lot of these like major cities, like you know, they have these like stricter gun laws.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you live like more in the country or rural areas, it's not as much. They're not as strict. Now, why would they do that, right? Think about this shit. It's like you live in a city, higher population, more people. You just can't be having all these people in this small area just running around with guns and shit like that. But if a nigga got out, you know what I'm saying, his next door neighbor lived like, you know, miles away, or maybe, you know, not even a mile, but you know what I'm trying to say, a half a mile away or something like that, then it's not as high of population, not as much of a risk. And it also makes sense because if you think about it, if we're speaking on a perspective of control, a lot of black people live in the so-called inner city, right? So when it makes sense that, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't want these people, you know what I'm saying, to be able to defend themselves against the government if you know what I'm saying, if the government did decide to, you know what I'm saying, if you actually create stronger laws. So it's kind of like the city, it's kind of like a, you know, they can hold you in, you know what I'm saying, if that makes sense type shit. So I don't know. It's just it just made me think about that shit when you said that.
I see what you're saying. But definitely around the nation's capital, around the DMV, the Beltway area, where we can go from Maryland to DC and Virginia and all that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I definitely understand what you're saying or whatever, but no. In DC, Maryland, Virginia, no. You cannot be, well, out there in the outskirts in Virginia, yeah, you can have your shit or whatever, but when you come to DC and shit, Maryland is more on that matter of fact that what do you call it, the fucking metro and shit or whatever the fuck. Maryland got more stops and all that shit. Yeah, niggas can pop up and all that shit or whatever, pop up with everything or whatever. So
DC It's a very small city too, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Exactly.
compared to the other major cities,
like
DC's
20,
not really that big.
22
Yeah,
miles
it's
across.
like 20 minutes. Yeah, it's really so. You know,
But
that's why I be thinking back in the day, like when the crime, when the but don't can you just think about like how DC had to be back in the day when it was the murder capital, like in that small ass area, like that had to have been like havoc, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
How much crazy shit was going on in such a small area.
That's why they had to shut it down. They had to shut it down. They just can't be rolling out here.
That's why they had to. You know?
Thanks. Gotta shut it down.
That shit was wild. Yeah. And I
Grateful
done heard
admin
stories
time,
and shit like
even
how
before that.
like yeah during that era, like I done heard some stories, you know, like
Yeah, you gotta shut
like
it down.
how like I guess the Wild Wild West it was at that time. It was like some Wild Wild West type shit out there.
Yeah, you can have that.
And remember, it's the '80s, so like there was surveillance. Surveillance wasn't there. It wasn't no surveillance. You know what I'm saying? Niggas didn't have camera phones everywhere, so you can imagine how much shit. No technology wasn't what it was. So imagine how much shit was going on that you know what I'm saying. Like you know, that shit was wild.
Exactly.
That's part of it, and that's the reason why you go to certain neighborhoods. You
have shit out here.
Go to certain neighborhoods, you see the surveillance cameras like right over niggas' neighborhood, like you know what I'm saying, right smack in the middle of the courtyard. It's a surveillance camera and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, should be.
And now niggas might have some shit in the traffic light and everything. You can't have shit out here now. No.
Hey, do y'all think like people in the media be like trying to be like purposely divisive?
Oh yeah, I do.
That's like their job now.
I do.
I think, but in what context though? Do you mean like personal little shit, like them, or you mean like on a bigger scale?
I think it's like every part of media now is like they taking their duty to make shit divisive. Like, like damn, I thought I was watching a Sports Center, and now I gotta hear this shit. Like, goddamn.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Like, race is a part of everything now, or this.
Oh, it definitely is.
Or this female getting.
Not now. Race has always been a part of everything.
But,
it's on. They cranked the knob.
It's the trend.
No, I think it's just because of the technology now. No, race has always been a part of things.
No.
Nigga, America was built off race. It was built off racism, nigga. So
yeah, I know. But when you was watching, no, we talking about when was you watching? All right, when you was watching ESPN growing up, when you was watching Sports Center, when was they talking about like race and shit? Until recently, they wasn't talking about that shit back in the day. They wasn't talking about what happened on the news.
I hear you.
So they still kept it sports.
Like this Stephen A. like went stupid on
the thing. I'm gonna say this. That's a new thing. That's the new shit. Cause it's like
Stephen A. Smith. Like, you want to call for it, Al?
No, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear you.
Oh,
go ahead.
I said Stephen A. Smith, like his whole like Steve Nash hiring, like his whole rhetoric with that shit was uncalled for.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about privilege?
A lot of niggas said that shit. Yeah.
That game ratings or
something. Yeah, my brother-in-law told me to bring that shit up on a joint and shit. I forgot to.
Oh.
Yeah, he was
even
privilege higher.
Yeah,
that shit was stupid as shit, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And even with that, and something I noticed about Stephen A. Smith specifically, he be like trying to like, he be having his personal like, I want to see this, I want to see that, and he'll like literally have an agenda, and he'll be like he'll say like, oh, I want so and so to go to Miami so I can watch the South Beach, and he'll come on there every single day and like talk shit about so and so going to South Beach until that, like he be trying to force his personal like once like because he knows how big his voice is, so he be trying to like literally be like trying to force narratives and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And
I want to see so get
pushing a bigger narrative now.
Can I just say this? Like, I just want to say this one thing. I just want to say this one thing about this Steve. It's like come on, dog. He's talking about a black man wouldn't be given a good team or whatever, blase. It's like, first of all, last time I checked, LeBron won a ring, and his coach was Ty Lue over in Cleveland. It's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Black man's not going to get a good team. That's all you need is Bron. That's all you need is Bron. You know what I'm saying? That's why I nigga, dog. But it's like, come on, dog. Why would you say some stupid shit like that?
Did. I mean, I'm not saying I necessarily A. Smith, but I look at it from this perspective. It's like kind of like Steve Kerr. I mean, actually, I don't even want to take nothing away from Steve Kerr, but it's like kind of like how he just walked into that situation and go to state. So it's like this nigga just walked in to go to state. You know what I'm saying? They won like a couple championships. This nigga been a head coach for like 8 years, got like 3 chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, God damn, you know what I'm saying?
Can I ask a quick question, though?
They've been to the finals like 5 times.
Marcus, can I ask a quick question, though?
No, let me just finish the thought, nigga.
No, finish.
Huh?
Finish.
So I was just saying, so Steve Nash, and I'm not even taking nothing away from him either, but let's just say they fucking, what's it called? Brooklyn won 3 championships or something in 6 years. They're gonna be like, oh, he's a fucking genius. You know what I'm saying? This nigga started with KD, Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? Like a star-studded team, like off the, you know.
Yeah,
so I mean, but
and then my thing is,
but wait.
Damn, boy, you got it.
My question was gonna be, who bought more, Steve Kerr? Fucking it's like, come on, man.
Steve Nash, nigga.
But listen,
or Steve Nash.
No,
and the fucking Tyronn Lue got a goddamn team with LeBron. Come on, man.
Listen. Ty Lue also worked his way up through the ranks. So, like, I don't want to shit on Ty Lue and like Ty Lue. He might not be the greatest coach. We don't know yet. But Ty Lue worked his way up the ranks. Ty Lue sat on the sidelines, sat on the benches, and so like I don't want to shit on Ty Lue. The only thing I'll say is about Steve Nash, and it might be a great hire. It's still early. Like it's still early. It might be a great hire. The only thing is, I wish that Stephen A. would have just said, you know what I'm saying? I wish he would have pushed the narrative of like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's some black coaches out there that just don't get that opportunity. But as opposed to you making it seem like it's white privilege, that's different. Like
it's fucked up.
And it's not like
he's making the situation worse.
It's not like he made him like Jeff Fisher or something like that. Steve Nash is a great basketball mind with two-time NBA MVP and you know what I'm saying, like a legit Hall of Famer, like who actually, you know what I'm saying, like the blueprint might be
he's a dog. He's at least top 5 point guards all time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Not yet. No, he's not. But
no, you crazy.
Not like he's Jeff Fisher where he was. It's not like he's Jeff Fisher where he was like a traditional, you know what I'm saying, like being recycled back in the system where he was like 8-8 for 13 years. Huh?
My bad. Go ahead.
Hey Corey, your phone be like overtaking everybody.
My bad. I'm sorry. Let me turn my shit down.
I do got like not. Stephen A. Smith did like bring up George Floyd in this whole little monologue. That's what just made shit corny to me, and that's
why.
Especially in the days of George Floyd and
Did y'all see Kirk Herbstreit?
Oh, crying and shit.
Yeah, y'all seen that shit. That shit made me so uncomfortable. That shit was so uncomfortable, dog. Like it was. I couldn't watch that shit. I had to fast forward through the joint. I couldn't watch it.
But my whole thing about the Stephen A. shit is like he was going on like it was basically like picking a president and shit for the United States. It's like he doesn't have he's basically saying Steve Nash does not have the accolades, or not even the accolades. He does not have he's never been a head coach or whatever the fuck or whatever. So we cannot pick him. But we have fucking Tyronn Lue out this joint.
Tyronn Lue.
It's like, come on, dog. What are you fucking talking about? What are you fucking talking about, dog? What are you fucking talking about? We're talking about somebody who was out here fucking. He is played the game of basketball and did his due diligence when he was playing fucking basketball. Did his fucking thing.
At the same time,
he is way better than fucking Tyronn Lue was, and I don't understand why he can't be a fucking head coach.
Wasn't he a position coach? Or like a
consultant?
Yeah,
he
worked with players.
Go to state, yeah.
So yeah,
he's. You know what I'm saying? He asked Stephen A. Smith act like he had no no ability to be a coach. He had no reason to be out this joint to be a head coach. It's like, dog, what are you doing, dog? It's like I can see if you picking up somebody who was a bum playing basketball or whatever. Nobody. His name was never mentioned in anything, any stats or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But same thing with football. I could see if you picking up a bum ass nigga who never been mentioned ever. We're talking about fucking Steve Nash, dog.
Or shit like that. Like people make those type of jumps. Like people make those type of jumps out of nowhere.
And even as you talk about like sports, but sometimes it's not necessarily. Sometimes your sports knowledge and your sports coaching ability doesn't translate to you actually being a great basketball player or a great football player. I.e.,
I agree with that.
Brad Stevens. I think Brad Stevens like quit hooping early and was just like, all right, fuck it, I'm a coach. And I think even Eric Spoelstra, if I'm not mistaken, too, like niggas be man, fuck
video guy. He was a video guy.
Yeah, they'd be like, all right, this ain't for me. You know, I thought I could do it, but I'm better at looking on the outside in and shit, and I can do that. I'm better looking from the outside in. And we're talking about somebody who was actually fucking MVP and
right.
Dog. Steve Nash was a fucking dog. Steve Nash was a fucking dog. Everybody know that shit. His soccer ability brought him to fucking dog. He was fucking killing shit in the NBA, man.
Stephen A. Smith was naming all his accomplishments and saying he got good chemistry with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But,
man.
Him with the butt. This shit got to
be. Man, that's that bullshit. It's like, fuck you, dog.
I see those personalities. I see those personalities though meshing though. I think KD and Kyrie. They seem like they got the similar personalities where I see they work together. Right. And the same thing with Steve Nash. I feel like I see the three of them niggas just sitting down having like a intellectual conversation or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they just seem like mental type niggas. They're very that's what they seem like to me, all three of them. So I think that seemed to work.
That whole bullshit that just makes me remember why I didn't fuck with Stephen A. Like the whole past 5 years, I was like, Stephen A. is entertainable. He's entertaining and shit, whatever the fuck. But after you said that shit about Steve Nash, I was like, come on, dog.
Hey,
fuck out of here, dog. Steve Nash was a fucking dog, man. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, dog.
I was gonna say this also might be like Stephen A.'s chance to be on the black side. Like, remember how it seemed like, even as we always talk about this divisiveness, and especially on like those debate shows, but like how Max Kellerman was more so. I mean, at that point in time, or whatever the traditional or the old cultural phrase was, Max Kellerman was invited to the cookout.
That's the whole point. Like everybody's divisive. Everybody, that's their job now. Don't do your job. Just have some type of rhetoric of, you know, the country is divisive.
Max Kellerman ain't never going to the cookout on my shit.
I'm pissed off. You should be pissed off too. Aren't we pissed off?
I'm pissed off. We should all be pissed off.
Aren't we?
No, fuck Stephen A, man. Off that shit. Steve Nash is fucking dog, man. Here's his little swipe. Let me brush my hair back real quick. Boom. let me kick that shit out, dog. Man, get the fuck out of here. Steve Nash is out here.
I like Stephen A. I don't have nothing. I don't agree with everything he say, but I like overall, like as an entertainer, like, you know, doing his job as a, you know what I'm saying, like
he's funny.
As a TV personality. Like I like him as a TV personality, but you know, I don't take that nigga serious. I don't take him seriously.
Yeah,
you are like us.
I like him.
Some people take.
I agree too. But he pissed me off when he said that shit about Steve Nash, dog. Steve Nash fucking bald. He's fucking bald, dog. You cannot take nothing away from that man. And he needs to be a fucking coach. If they want him to be a fucking coach in Brooklyn, dog, he needs to be a fucking coach, dog. He fucking bald, dog. Tell me I'm lying, dog. Tell me I'm lying, dog. Tell me I'm lying.
You definitely
ain't got no rings.
Tell me I'm lying.
Before you made that point, like, you definitely made that point, nigga. You didn't say that. Trust me, you made that point, bro.
He fucking bald, dog. He fucking bald, dog.
He fucking ball. He's better than Ty Lue, man. He fucking ball. Like,
hey, so it looked like Miami probably gonna get this. You know what I'm saying? They probably, to me, they looking like Eastern Conference favorites. You know what I'm saying? Get to the finals, but I don't know, man. Miami deep, like they could probably, you know what I'm saying, put up a fight against whoever coming out the West. You know, I don't think I'm like they could really get hot, man. That team, they got the squad, you know.
They could.
Well, first off,
I just want
Lakers.
I ain't saying they gonna win, but I'm saying they gonna definitely put up a fight. Like it ain't gonna be easy.
No, I'm not gonna win. Lakers. I got LeBron all day. I got Brown all day. Brown all day.
Unless
I'm sorry. I just wanted to say this.
Anybody think Boston gonna beat Miami?
Rondo?
Anybody think Boston can beat Miami?
Phil and Alex.
Who?
Betting.
what was that? What'd you say, Randall?
The betting shit.
Oh, okay.
Let's do this.
Well, let's do this. I just got Lakers all day.
Who do y'all got?
Brown's not fucking with none of y'all niggas out here. Y'all even have Rondo. Y'all even have Rondo coming off the bench. Drop him.
What is y'all lock of the week? These are the lines for this Sunday. I want like if we, you know what I mean. I want to be right. So we can look back. I'll post it on Saturday if I got to be right on Sunday. What's y'all lock of the week? I'm fucking with this Seahawks at Falcons now at -1.5. That's the lock of the week.
I was looking at the Chargers and Bengals too.
That is a good one too, P. That's a very good
It's only -3 too. Ooh.
I can parlay that.
Yeah.
Seahawks at Falcons, Chargers at Bengals. Anybody got anything else?
Is that Broncos game a night game?
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh, is it?
Ooh.
Excuse me.
You want to take the Titans at 1.5, 2 hours? I think we'll.
Excuse me.
Nah.
That's why. That's why.
If it's the night game though, Al, we'll have to.
Excuse me. I said excuse me.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
Al, we're cooking up something. So if we win on Sunday, we can double down with the Titans and Broncos on the Monday. You feel me?
Yep.
What you mean lock of the week, Doc?
Anyway.
The ones you guarantee win.
Oh yeah? That's how you gonna do me? That's it. That's how you gonna do me?
I would.
Who you got, the Steelers or Giants, Corey?
What the fuck you mean who I got? Y'all motherfuckers.
Is that a Sunday night? Is that a Sunday?
What you mean on Monday night? It don't matter. Sunday night, Thursday night, Sunday evening. What you mean, dog? It's Steelers. The Giants, dog.
I'm pretty sure that's
lock of the week, nigga. What you mean lock of the week? Come on, dog.
Strategy.
Yeah, let me see.
It's the Monday night. So yeah, we can double down on that. So chill out.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. When last time you seen the Giants have some defense?
Listen. I'm talking about.
When last time you seen the Giants have defense? That's all I'm asking.
The Sunday games. What is your bet for the Sunday games? That's
nigga, Steelers versus Giants, nigga.
That's the Monday game. You don't even know when y'all play.
You can
Damn. All right, Sunday. Who playing on Sunday, nigga?
You ask Corey any question regarding football, it's the Steelers. It could be
Steelers.
You could be talking about high school football.
No matter, Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers, nigga. Let me see. All right.
Whole 16-game slate, and Corey is literally just talking about. Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
I'm fucking with that Raiders, P.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Was actually the one. 2.5.
Who they playing?
The also, Panthers might pull that out.
Yeah, and also the Titans too.
That's gonna be a good one.
No, ain't no also. Yeah, I got the Titans all day. I don't even fuck with Matt Squad. Don't let him hear that shit. They got the Titans beating Broncos, but y'all ain't hear that from me. You ain't hear that from me.
I like that pack. I like the pack.
Packer.
I like the pack.
I got Ravens.
I look at that game. I just felt like that Packers should be tricky with the Vikings. They be trying to play.
That's a division.
Oh yeah,
game.
that's always a yeah.
I don't really like betting division games. Like anything.
I know.
Hey, that Coach Jags game though.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one too.
Yeah.
But I would.
Nobody.
Hold on, wait.
No, I got close on that joint.
We see that shit.
I got close over Jags. They don't got no DBs no more, dog. I got close over Jags.
7.5. That's two.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch.
That's 3 possessions.
Yeah. So, what would you say your lock of the week was? Your lock?
My lock of the week is the Seahawks over the Falcons -1.5. That's my lock.
I'll give you that. I give it that early.
Bill, what's your lock of the week?
My lock of the week, I'm going Los Angeles Chargers over the Bengals. That's -3.
That's a good one.
Marcus, you got one?
Actually, I don't.
Please ask me.
I do like the Titans too, though.
Yeah, the Titans can pull that one off for real.
I like the Titans.
I think another one I like too is I like the Bills too. I know that's 7, but I like the Bills. I don't like what the Jets did.
Damn.
Yeah.
6.5.
I don't like what the Jets did this all season. I like what the Bills. I mean, the Bills. I'm not saying the Bills are the fucking Super Bowl champions of the season yet, but I like what the Bills did of the all season. I like what they did last season. I think the Bills got that. I know that's still a divisional game too. Fuck that. Nope, never mind.
All right. What's y'all lock? We gotta go in order. I have.
What you mean by a lock?
The lock.
What you mean by lock?
Who do you think's going?
Guaranteed. They're gonna cover.
Guaranteed? Oh, okay. Yeah, I gave my guarantee. Y'all go ahead.
All right. Yeah.
You already know who I got.
You got this. You got the Steelers. I got the Seahawks. P. You got the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Al, who you got? Your lock.
Lock Chargers.
Chargers.
Hold on, I got one.
And who you got?
Let me get one. Hold on. Oh, I got Ravens.
Ravens.
8.
Who the Rams playing?
Ravens +8.
-8.
-8.
I don't even know what that means. I just
Okay, so
I don't.
that means the Ravens got to win by 8 points or more.
Or more. Definitely more.
So let me ask this: what's this? Because I already got Steelers. What's this -4.5, dog?
That means y'all gotta win by at least 4.5 points.
5.
Oh, nigga, we gonna kill them.
But that means you spot the Giants 4.5 points. So
yeah, they can have that.
Yeah, if the Giants only lose by 3, you still get guard.
Corey, so that means
Where can I bet at?
That might be a close game though, for real.
Listen,
What?
Corey.
Nigga, get out of here.
That shit might be.
Mute that nigga Phil. Mute that nigga Phil. What?
Corey, listen.
Man.
I can see it being 3.
Corey, listen. So that means if the score is 14-10, hypothetically speaking, if the score is 14-10 and the Steelers win,
Right.
you lose your bet. That's what I'm getting. That's what we're getting at. The
13.
same way Marcus, and even Marcus to give you one too. So if you were to pick the Ravens and the Browns, if the score was 21-13, the Ravens won 21-13, you would push and you wouldn't get your money?
What?
You wouldn't win or lose.
That 0.5 is gonna save them.
But that don't say 8.
That's the good thing about the 8 because that's solid. Yeah, just like the Dolphins, that's 6. You know what I'm saying?
Them 0.5s be saving people.
Yeah.
So hold up. Where can I put this money up though?
Bro, I be sending you the links all the time. I don't want to hear this bullshit no more.
God damn! Can I get in that joint? It wouldn't let me get in that joint.
You bullshit.
I'm not bullshitting. I want to bet on this shit.
You and
So who would you take?
Hey, send me the link one more time.
Who's your guarantee you would bet on?
Huh?
Who's your guarantee you would bet
You
on?
already know who I'm betting on. I ain't fucking.
Aside from them.
All right, aside
I
from.
wouldn't even bet on Philly that -6 because I feel like that would be closer anyway. That's always a
definitely teased the red.
Aside from Steelers, I would go with. I'll go with the Bills over the Jets.
+7.
I'll go with the Bills over the Jets. I'm definitely going with the Ravens over the Browns. I'm going with the
Are you doing
Eagles
pickup?
over the Texans. I'm just trying to help y'all out. You know what
Are
I'm
you
saying?
doing pick? I'm asking. Are you doing pick 'em or are you just doing going with the scores as well?
Shit.
If you're doing pick 'em, you
You
doing.
know, I think
I'm picking them.
You picking them straight
And
up.
we saying go with the spreads. We saying the lock of the. We saying go with the spreads.
Corey don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I don't.
Like that's what I'm saying. That Texans Chiefs game is going to be closer than 9.5 points.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting that bet.
Yeah,
Tonight too.
yeah. That's going to move. That's going to move before the game. That'll probably go down to like 7.
What's that? Hold up. What's that? Minus 9.5. We're just talking about y'all some gamblers.
So that means Kansas City got to win by 9.5 points. But if you get it now, the Texans, they'll give Texans whatever they end with. You can add 9.5. So if that's more than
That
what
niggas
Kansas City,
better have
that
me
would be
gambling
good.
on this joint. Oh,
If
shit.
that don't reach 10 OP, I'm loading up on
Hell
it.
yeah, I'm about to do that now. 9.5 is great.
But I need that 10 to like.
So
Yeah,
so
to solidify it.
Y'all saying Chiefs gonna win by 9 at least, 9.5 at least.
Nah,
It's going to be closer than that, I feel
playing
like.
the Texans, they can lose up to by 9. They can lose.
Spotting them 9 points.
Damn, ain't no changes on defense.
That shit don't matter. What team is going?
No, that shit do matter because them niggas be letting points go up only because Patrick Mahomes.
Man, that first Thursday night game is always rough, man.
Patrick Mahomes be putting up points, so they don't give a fuck what they do on defense.
I'm looking at it as the first. Traditionally, that first Thursday night game is always like slow. It's rough. They getting the rust off, like all that shit. I feel like Kansas City probably gonna have a little bit of hangover. Like anything's gonna be that crazy.
That's the AFC divisional rematch.
Yeah.
That's a rematch, dog. Them niggas gonna put some points up.
That was a high scoring game too. Exactly. I want to see what the over is on that. If it's
Or they're gonna trap the fuck up, and I can't
like
name
50.
one person on either one of their defensive teams, dog. I can't name one person on the defensive squad.
DJ Watt.
So it's gonna be it. Huh? Who? Huh?
JJ.
One.
See, it's at 54 right now.
One.
Go over that.
Yeah.
You know,
That means it's gonna be a score. It's gonna be a score session. It's gonna be a score session.
Yeah, over 27 points by the half. That's straight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Can I bet on that?
Texans be starting out slow.
I'm gonna say they start
They ain't got the hop no more. I gotta see what they look like too.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's another thing. I forgot about that. Oh man, they go.
But they did pick up David Johnson.
I don't think it make a big difference.
Nah, there's gonna be some shit without D Hop. There's gonna be some shit out without D Hop. And I guarantee
you don't think
their coach will be out of there in at least 2 years after
I think he
trading.
got fired.
you don't think Deshaun Watson can carry the team?
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's gonna be only so much he can do.
Yeah, for some games. He will for this one. He'll get up for this. But yeah.
Because Will Fuller going to get hurt eventually.
Yeah, I gave him till like week 4.
Yeah.
Nah.
First quarter of the season.
He too old. He too old. He not a young boy like Lamar Jackson who just want to run out here and fucking ball and be like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck who my wide receiver is. I don't give a fuck who my running back is, and I'm just gonna be out there. If you're not open, and I'm gonna go do my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Who you saying is not as young as Lamar Jackson?
Watson.
Deshaun Jackson's probably like a year or two, like a year.
No, I said Watson.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're like a year or two apart.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the game, dog. In the game, dog. In the game.
What?
In the game.
In the game, dog. Watson has already been out here. Watson has already been out here. He's been out here. He's been out here multiple years before Lamar Jackson.
They got more game experience than Lamar.
I think
Yeah,
one.
he's got more game experience. Lamar Jackson came out this joint and it was like, nah, dog. If you're not open, you're not open. I'm gonna fucking run this motherfucker. As simple as that. And I know I have the foot speed. So fuck you. And I'm gonna tuck and rumble and shit. I'm gonna tuck and tumble and shit. So I'm you're not gonna fuck me up. So I'll be here next season. I'll be here
What
next
are you
season.
talking about right now, man?
Dog, we were just talking about Texans.
Yeah, and then you said I'm confused about the point because you start talking about you talk about the Texans, you start talking about Lamar Jackson
Because he can't stand Lamar Jackson, but he loves him at the same time.
I can't.
I'm so confused. I'm confused. But, all right.
He loves him.
Fuck yeah, niggas.
Hey, Corey, one episode when he was like, just wear your mask. That
Just wear your mask, dog. Just wear your mask, man.
That shit was one of the funniest episodes.
Just wear your mask, bro.
Just
Just
wear
wear
your
your mask, bro. Just wear your mask, bro. We're trying to play football out here. Just wear your mask, bro. Goddamn.
Yeah. Hey, this shit's wild. This shit is still here. You know the Spanish flu? That was like the last deadly flu. Lasted 11 years. That shit lasted 11 years.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah.
Them niggas,
That's why.
them niggas didn't even have the metro. How that shit last?
Exactly. And multiple millions of niggas was on the metro, dog. It's like, come on, man.
They ain't have Walmart. They ain't have casino. They ain't have goddamn
Nothing.
That shit lasted 11 years.
That's crazy.
That's why it lasted 11 years, because they ain't had shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they wasn't even like niggas had to like get on a horse to talk to somebody. Like how that shit last 11 years.
That shit would have blew the fuck out of me. I was like, God damn, nigga. Fucking decade.
Nah, you ain't lying.
11 years, bro.
Fucking decade.
Imagine 11 years.
Who posted that?
This
Like
is
a
it.
20-year-old died from that.
Huh?
Somebody died from
Ooh, we in OT. This is another thing I want to bring up.
Can you say the story?
Nah, who posted that story about 20-year-old that died from the COVID?
I did. I mean, that was a Bleacher Report posted that jump.
Yeah, that's what I'm at. All right.
Do you have any like
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Any
I ain't read the whole thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't read the whole thing. I just read the headline.
I think that's why like no athletes have died yet because like they're all like in good shape.
Yeah.
But
What athlete has died off the COVID?
But I don't think. I mean, besides him, I think it was another person that might have died too. But I think they were a little bit older. But at the same time, you know, people got like people got so many different like health ailments and different things that, you know what I'm saying, like that jump just complicated, and that's why some of the people was opting out.
But I'm saying like generally, you don't see athletes die.
Yeah, generally, of course.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's just being active and, you know, that shit. You just have your immune system is stronger, so you can just fight off the shit. You know,
That's another thing. Like why niggas in the NBA bubble don't got COVID. That's another thing. Like, come on, ain't nobody
In that bubble.
y'all got your families and your babies and your kids there. Kids nasty as hell. How you ain't get nobody?
Yeah, no.
No, the kids just got there.
Okay, so somebody should have the shit this weekend.
Nah, them niggas had the quarantine.
Okay, so when you get there, it's gonna be like, all right, this kid got the damn COVID.
They had the quarantine. The whole family had the quarantine.
They're gonna fuck me up. Come on, dog. Don't say this like that.
He reported shit. Niggas have COVID.
Hey. That nigga stupid as shit, dog.
At least that.
No, this is what I'm gonna say. I ain't cut niggas off though, cause I know this is my thing. Since we in OT, we gonna get back to the aliens and shit. We get back to the aliens and shit. I know y'all niggas know the Asian motherfucker, the Asian Miku. That's exactly what I was talking about. Miko Isho, whatever the fuck his fucking name is. God damn it. He was talking about no, real shit. Not real shit. He was talking about that in 2020, he was saying in 2020 that he expects that we will have alien contact or some shit like that, or whatever, in 2020. Miko Kisho, some shit like that.
Word, that should be bogus. I be thinking like scientists be paid off because like if you look at these like disclosed FBI files, CIA files, they been have contact with these motherfuckers.
Right. Right. So would you think they try? He's saying some bullshit just to get us ready, or
I think scientists be in the pockets of like big business and they be saying shit to like sway markets and shit like that.
Sway certain markets. Okay.
Kind of talk about it.
I had to bring it up because I seen it on my news drive or whatever the fuck it was a couple of weeks ago.
I did see something recent, like or I don't know anybody seen this. CIA, like they, you know, they always declassifying documents. They just declassified this document where they was like studying how we have hologram energy surrounding us. Anybody see that? Oh, this is recent.
And I will say this.
Like
Randall.
This just
anybody. Have you noticed that there's a lot of Russian space movies coming out now, like the Sputnik shit and whatever.
Yeah,
there's a couple of movies coming out now, and they're in Russian language and shit, and you have to whatever you got to put your little goddamn CC shit up.
I'm talking about the hologram shit. This hologram.
Yeah. Like, what is?
They said they have studies where they witness, like, we live in hologram energy fields, and they like drew like little diagrams out like this. But if you want to compare the shit, honestly, like it talks like if you replace the word hologram from Marcus, you know this shit, the Kabbalion from the all, when they use like that phrase, the all, like they was using it like interchangeably with that shit. Every time they said the hologram, you could put the all like in the same sentence.
The all.
Yeah. It was wild.
So okay. Now I'm following you when you say that. So you talking about the hologram energy is like a metaphor for the
like wordplay.
Y'all.
Like you create it and also you are it and you witness it and you're living it.
The all.
Oh yeah, that's like
I
think I read even in the Kabbalion too, they're saying that's like what dark matter is.
Exactly.
Like that shit.
And that's
what dark matter is.
This
it's like kind of like the space that you with it. It's like this. It's like where spirits in the body. The dark matter is like the space that we just move in. You know what I'm saying? Like as if we didn't. It's like it's hard to explain. It's like we see life like how we experience, like how we see through our eyes. But like if we were blind, like it's like the matter that we move through is still exists. It's just that we can't. It's hard to explain, man. How do I explain this? How do I explain this? All right, how about
a fabric, like a spiritual fabric.
But it's not. It's like the sea. It's like the sea. Like it's like when you jump into the ocean, you in like in a different world. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like if you in the water, it's like you living within water. Obviously you can't breathe it, but you like, you know what I'm saying? You living with water. You come out to air. But it's like, even though we just think it's just air, it's just nothing. It's like if I go like this, or it gets nothing. Like, nah, nigga, that's actually like, there's something there. You just are not perceiving it like that. That's still a substance that you're moving through. You see what I'm saying? That's dark matter, even though you can't feel it. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like something you can actually experience. So I think that's basically what it is. But it's still something. It's still part of the all. Even though it seems like it's nothing, it's still something. It's still existence. You know what I'm saying? It still exists. You see what I'm saying? The space still exists. Does that? I'm saying that's what. I don't know if I'm wrong with it, but that's the best way I can get it out.
You know,
Oh, it does. Like a different frequency.
yeah, but in that same declassified file, there's talk about like remote viewing and shit too. And that shit got me thinking like that whole that Denzel movie Deja Vu. That shit is like remote viewing, but like with like a technical side, but like
Deja Vu and Manchurian Candidate.
I need to watch that again.
no, Deja Vu was like literally like they was like
I
time
seen it the other day.
splicing and shit like that.
With Paula Patton.
They released this shit. Are you reading it out?
No.
But it's damn.
CIA
I'm still thinking about that shit. I'm sorry.
about hologram energy.
It's like the existence that existence existing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Does
another.
that make sense? It's like the existence that existence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Exists in. I think that's the best way I could put it
I
out.
know what she's like saying. It's like that's the like level it's on.
It's like the void of, you know what I'm saying? It's like the void that existence comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like the dark void that existence comes from. You know? The nothingness that became something.
The all.
The all. You know what I'm saying? The creator, right? And all creations come from nothing to something, right? All creations come from literally from nothing. It comes from an idea, and then it comes out into everything. Everything that you see was a thought in somebody's mind. Everything that you see out here started in their mind, and then they turn into reality. Every damn thing you see, every clothing you got on, somebody had to think about that for that to be there. You know what I'm saying? For that design, the design on those, somebody thought about that design, and then they created it. Now you wearing this shit. But it came from nothing, and then it turned into something. Shit crazy. And even ideas within dark matter. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's wild.
The all.
I gotta look into all this shit.
Yeah, look at the remote viewing and the hologram. Shit's crazy. That shit make you think about like people that mastered that, like chi and all that shit. Like there's probably like superheroes and shit.
Yeah, seeing a whole nother world for real.
Do like superheroes come from that?
Yeah, even in the Kabbalion, it was basically saying that like if you was to like reach the highest levels of consciousness, because like they say, like knowledge is infinite, right? You can never like, you know, there's always something else. You know what I'm saying? There's always another, like, you know how like numbers are infinite, there could always be one more. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of shit. So you know, damn, I forgot what I was about to say. I was about to get to what was the last thing I said? I was about to get to it.
Kabbalah.
Damn. Something about the Kabbalion. Damn. Fuck.
Well, I would say, don't forget you got the blonde-headed Jesuses, and no, for real, dog.
I'm mad, man.
They got multiple. They got multiple pictures of Jesus being blonde. He's definitely white. Is what they're putting out there, trying. And
oh, there you go. Oh, my bad. I remember now. So the Kabbalion is basically saying that you could achieve the higher levels of consciousness to where you could like think of something and it could appear in your hand and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of shit. You could fly. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you don't even like. You know what I'm saying? You could be so aware of your spirit. I guess you could say where you could, you know, manipulate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Manipulate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like manipulate fire, manipulate ice, like a superhero. It's like that type of shit.
I would say, hey, we out of here. Whatever episode it was.
It's OT 13.
It's OT Genesis 13. OT Genesis 13. We out of here. holla.
Y'all.
All right.
Good grief.